Hi, I'm Kelly from Simple Life Mom, and I have my son here taking some video. So let's get started. We're going to make some shampoo soap today, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the ingredients that I have. First, I have some castor oil. This is really great for helping create those beautiful bubbles that you want in your shampoo. And I have some beeswax, already weighed, ready to go. That is one thing with the ingredients that I am very careful with. Some people like to just measure in cups, throw it in, and they're totally fine with that. I like to be very precise, but it always works out, so I like that a lot. So yes, you can just get a normal scale like this, and it doesn't have to be anything expensive whatsoever. But just like a little, mine's actually a little busted here, but just normal scale that definitely has where you can set it to 0 so you don't measure your bowls, but get your bowls on there, put it to ounces. That's a standard of what you find a lot of recipes. All the recipes on my blog, simplelifemom.com, are going to be in ounces. And you measure it so you can be really specific with things like this, so that's good. Alright, so let's see. We have the castor oil, beeswax. In here I have a mixture of sweet almond oil and apricot oil, apricot kernel oil. So that's also very, very nourishing, great for your hair. Have olive oil, of course, wonderful properties, and makes great soap. Coconut oil here, and of course, cocoa butter. It smells very good. Just so you know too, cocoa butter, when you buy it raw, it is going to be hard. It's hard like the beeswax almost. It's not the fluffy cream that you'll find in stores and a lot of cocoa butters that you find. They're usually mixed with a lot of other ingredients. Cocoa butter is hard. So, other ingredients I have my water already weighed out. I do use a plastic container. Some people will have their lye and water mixture and they'll put it together in a mason jar or something like that. But the issue I have with that is that the lye will cause the water to spike up to at least 270 degrees. And when that happens, if you have cold water or a cold jar, a lot of times you could have glass breakage. So to avoid that, I do use plastic for this. And I do have my lye already measured out, and it is lye crystals that I found. Definitely you can find them in plumbing sections, different things like that. So anyway, it's already measured out. I put it in a Ziploc bag so I can easily pour it in. This goes in the trash. Done with all the lye. Keep it separate from everything else that you use to cook and eat with. So it's really good to think of your ingredients in 3 categories. We have our fats, our oils, and then we have our lye water, and then any essential oils or other coloring, natural coloring hopefully, anything like that that you're going to add a trace. So basically think of them in 3 different categories. What we're going to do right now is just put all of our oils into a large pot, and I'm making a smaller batch today, but I use the same pot for everything. And I do use a rubber spatula so that I get every tiny little bit of ounce of those fats. Let's see, what else? Definitely, it's a nice sound. Definitely use stainless steel. Once you put the lye in, lye will eat. We will eat anything but the plastics and stainless steel, glass, all your other kind of aluminum, anything like that. I have here's my trusty little candy thermometer that I use, nothing fancy, but this is definitely aluminum right here, and I've had a little bit of lye get on it before, and it just starts to fizzle, and yeah, not good. So anyway, let's see. Let's get all this in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this on low, and we want the coconut oil and the cocoa butter to melt, and we want to get these temperatures up to about 100 degrees. You will be surprised at how fast on the stove, all of a sudden it'll be 150, 200 degrees, like in a blink of an eye. So keep it on low, and we'll stir it and watch it to make sure that it doesn't get too high, because then you have to wait for it to get cool. You don't have to wait forever. So get all this lovely stuff in here, and then I always like the pretty mixture. Can you see all that in there? It's just a pretty nice mixture. So we get all that melted. That's our goal. We want to get it uniform. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to actually, this burner's broken, so we're going to put it back here and put it on low. We're going to get that going. All right. While that is getting, all that's melting, what we're going to do is we're going to put the lye into the water, and we're going to do it outside for starters. I am going to cover my hands and my eyes. This little, you can even use sunglasses, whatever. You can use some glasses, something, just in case something splashes. You do not want to take the risk. And garden gloves, if that's what you have, that's what you use. So we have all that there ready to go. And oh, big thing is that you never want to put water into lye. That's another reason I put it in a Ziploc bag. It helps me to remember which one to put in where. I always put the water in the container first, because what I'm going to do outside, again, that creates a lot of fumes. It will take your breath right away. You do not want to be inhaling the fumes. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the lye into the water. The reason that you don't put it the other way around is because you put a couple drops of water in here. Well, all this lye is working on that water, and a chemical reaction is happening, and that water temperature is going to spike so quickly that you could have an explosion on your hands. So I'm told. I'm staying away from it because I believe it. So we're going to stop the video right now and meet you outside in just a second. All right, we're outside, and it is a little windy, which is good because it takes the smell away, or the fumes away. Hopefully the wind is not bothering the camera too much and we'll be able to hear this. I'm going to pour this in. I'm going to go ahead and do it, and you know what? I just go ahead and put it all in. I want that to blow away. Put that under there. And just start stirring. And like I said, it's nice and windy, so it's taking all the fumes away. You might be able to see a little bit of steam coming off of it. Just to give you an example, let's see. I'm just stirring it to make sure that all the crystals are dissolved. Definitely some steam is coming off now. It's already at 150 degrees. It's all blowing that way, which is good. It's already at 175. So just to show that it does climb very quickly. So what I'm going to do, this is pretty much dissolved now. I'm going to very, very carefully walk this back inside with the help of my son, my great photographer, video taker right now. Very carefully walk it back inside. You don't want to trip and have lye flying everywhere. So we're going to go in. I'm going to make sure that the pot on the stove, all of that is melted. And then the goal will be to make the temperatures all the same. I want my lye to get down to 100, and I want my oils to get down to 100. All right, he's shivering, so we're going in. You can stop it. Okay, we're back inside, and we are ready to go. We got the oils, and they're all melted, and got them cooled down to about 100 degrees. They're a little bit over 100, but that's okay. Have the lye, and it is a little bit cooler than the oils, which is also a good thing. And it is right around 100, maybe even 97, 98. So some people are extremely specific on what they want their oils and lye to be temperature wise. I just aim for 100 and try to make sometimes the lye a little bit cooler, but sometimes they're just both around 100, and I just put them together. One thing to do is a lot of times this, especially since it's a smaller batch, it'll cool down a lot faster than the oils will, and they're a nice hot pot that we had here. And so what I'll do is make a water bath in a sink. Some cold water, not too cold, because then all the oils that are around the outside of the pot will start to solidify. So you want just cool water, and go ahead and make a bath for your pot, and get it down to the temperature you want, because it's a little bit of a timing thing. But once you do it once or twice, it's not a big deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down on the floor so you can get a good look at it. There you go. There's the oils in there, nice and creamy looking. And the reason I'm putting it down there is because it's kind of a cool looking thing when you add the lye. I'm going to do... You can see the colors start to change almost immediately. It gets lighter. You see that? And gets creamier. Now this stuff I can see right away is already setting. So I'm actually going to move very quickly. I'm going to get my hand mixer and start mixing it up. We're going to give it a really good mix to make sure that all that lye is incorporated through all the oil, so that we can have really, really good soap. But you can already see it's starting to go to trace. Hopefully you'll be able to see that in the video. You can see it where when you do like with your spoon, and it's almost like pudding, and you have a trace on the surface, and it starts to get creamy like that and leaves a trail. You know that then you're already at trace. So right now, pretty much after I give this a good stir, because like I said, you want to give it a really, really, really good stir with either a hand mixer, a stick mixer, or a whisk. If you don't have anything else, whisk it really, really good. Then would be your time to add your essential oils and pour it into your mold.